I grew up in a house with 6 family members, 2 stories, and 1 pair of hopeful eyes. My 2 older cousins would drop by every summer to escape the sweltering heat of Mumbai, although we still called it Bombay back then. My bua used to bring presents wrapped in shiny paper, and we'd all sit down and open them. Oh, how I loved summer! My dadi painstakingly prepared the best halwas, mango pickles, and homemade jams in the kitchen. And on Sunday evenings, we would drive to the park amidst the smell of freshly roasted peanuts. I never understood change until my dadu, who drank whiskey and played carom, became paralyzed. 10 years old doesn't equip you with an understanding of the process of human deterioration. However, a freezer box and too many words of condolences does. We stopped going to the park, and instead my brother and I spent Sunday evenings listening to the enchanting bell of the ice cream wala, so we could run downstairs in cycling shorts and flip-flops and a handful of 5 rupee coins. We'd then go into Dadi's room and wait for her to tell us stories about God and how her family left Karachi with nothing but a suitcase. Then I'd take the opportunity to complain about maths and the big fight I had with my best friend that week. I remember the last vacation my cousins had in Bangalore. We took them book shopping and ate red chutney dosa. My older cousin cried during the goodbye, and I promised I'd go to Mumbai during the monsoons to play in puddles and stargaze in the balcony. The news of his suicide came to us 1 week later. 14 years old definitely does not equip you to cope with the idea of a cousin lost so young, but tears and a missed funeral does. Soon my brother and I drifted apart. Even though his bedroom is right opposite mine, I miss him. Old photo frames of hugs that never lasted long enough on family vacations, and stuffed animals we shared as kids lie in corners, hauntingly close to complete oblivion. Hospital reports of Dadi's kidney failure came in suddenly. On a humid night, in a small hospital bed, she whispered to me that she did not want to live a life of dialysis. But I had no response except for an incessant flow of tears. But of course, she was put onto dialysis, and I watched from upstairs as she went every alternate day to have a machine with too many tubes perform what her body couldn't. The hospital trip went on for 6 years until a stroke reached her brain on a seemingly normal morning. I wish I would have gotten a goodbye, or one last story, or one last hug that always smelled like talcum and perfumes. Now there are 4 of us, one story, and I'm still searching for that pair of hopeful eyes. Summers are filled with long, quiet days of television and loneliness. I reminisce about that little girl who never comprehended change and laughed sardonically, wishing that nothing had ever changed at all.